some things about operational data design. So anyway, we decided to do a workshop. We thought it would be a really good idea to have a workshop in this area because we get a lot of questions about data and what's going on and what do I do with my data. And so we thought this would be a really good session, especially because we know people are leaving and things like that on the last day. So first of all, I'm just going to do a real brief overview of what we're doing and just talk about some issues in the industries and some drivers for this. And then I'm going to have Perry Zawelski from OSIsoft, who will conduct he's going to be the leader for the workshop, but he's also going to make a presentation. And then OSIsoft, who is the leading supplier of the process industry for leading infrastructure or data platform. So the second speaker will be Mahendra Sundaraj, and he's from SunPower Corporation, and he's got an extensive background as an enterprise architect. So I think you'll see that. And we'll follow with a very short roundtable brainstorming session driven by audience participation. And then we'll do we'll make a presentation. It's really not going to be a tabletop in this room, but we will make a presentation. And we have several facilitators that are going to join the group. One is Michael Canellis, who will join the group with Perry. And then the other side of the room will be Mahendra Sundaj, who will be joined by Jennifer Love, who volunteered to help out, and she's from KBC. So they're all experts in the room that can help and facilitate this. And then we'll make a short presentation. They'll each have 5 minutes to make a presentation and tell us what everybody talked about, and then we'll summarize it, and everybody will get an email, and we'll have a wrap-up in the next steps. So again, you've seen this all through the thing. You know where the exits are. You know everything. So don't forget to rate the session. Hopefully it will be excellent. I see a few faces that I know, so I want to welcome everybody to the session. I'm really glad you're here. So why have a session like this? Well, why get started? Well, people do need to do something, and we are seeing people are doing a lot of things compared to 2 years ago as far as the digital transformation and some of the things with data. And the other big thing with data is it just keeps increasing. The volume, the big data, it really is. People don't know how to deal with this enormous amounts of data that they're getting. And they're getting them from different sources, different streams of data. So anyway, those are some of the drivers. There's new platforms, new architectures, there's analytics that are driving data, there's culture that's driving being more data-driven. So a lot of drivers, and one thing we can all be sure of is that data will continue to increase. Okay, so I do have a poll, actually, and it's no network, huh? Okay, so we'll have to skip the poll, unfortunately. And I forgot, if I had the questions, I could have done that. But anyway, there's a lot of data challenges. We're talking about this in the last few sessions, and that's something that we could even talk about as well. Where to locate the data, some of the things around contextualizing. So we heard from somebody that data wrangling takes as much as 50 to 80% of the time. So that could be a topic. So start thinking about what topic you'd think would be a good topic to work on. And also some of the things around analytics and what to do with the data and how do you get the data, where do you get the data for the analytics. So we've seen some presentations on platforms. We believe it's going to be interoperable, and there's going to be platforms upon platforms, at least at most companies. Some companies may have one platform, but we believe there'll be a data platform for sure. But there'll also be cloud and edge and other platforms as well. So just examples of some platforms that we're seeing. You know, we have the Nomura, we have the OPA has a platform. OSIsoft has a data platform. And so we're going to see a lot around connectivity and interoperability. So we're seeing things about data lakes and cloud and edge, and these are just all things to think about when we work in the workshop. But there is a lot of data in manufacturing, but there's also a lot of data from other sources as well today, outside sources like weather data, all kinds of data, social media data that people are using in manufacturing, and so on. So do we throw it all in the data lake? Uncontextualized, contextual, how do you deal with that? How will you be able to get the data? Is it accessible? How fast do you get the data? Can you just put it up there? How do you get it back? What's the costs? Things like that. I mean, there's all kinds of issues. So what will the future bring? Well, there's I did a survey, and it happened to be the pharmaceutical industry. So some of the things that people talked about, we asked them about what features they'd like, and of course, easy use was a big one. We want connectors that make it really easy, automatic connectors, auto generation, it automatically generates whatever you need to do, so you don't have to do any programming. We want scalability, we want better visualization, 3D, virtual, all kinds of things were said, security services, and we want better engineering tools. It's a couple of things people said. So these are all ideas of things that generate data and also features that people think about. And there could be concerns and needs that you have too we can talk about. So anything else? Well, we put up some sample ideas for brainstorming, and we have this list if you want it available. We'll put it back up afterwards, after the two speakers speak. But, we can talk about anything from the operational journey for real-time operational data, and we'll have to focus on one of the topics, so you might want to start thinking about it. What should my platform look like? Where are you going to put the operational data, and so on. I'm not going to read them all because I want to get to the speakers, but so you get the idea of what we're going to do. I think it's going to be really fun, too, hopefully. So it is about audience participation in the workshop. You're going to have to pick in this case, it's a side. And you're going to quickly vote on a topic that aligns with the group's issues, and then you're going to use notepads, and we'll go around and get some inputs, and then we'll summarize this at the end, and I will go around and send a sheet of paper around and ask everybody to put their email down, and then I'll summarize it and send an email or a paper, if we can even put that together, and answer questions with the other experts in the room. And we'll let everybody know what we summarized. So anyway, and then the idea is to have fun and also to learn a lot from other people. So thank you very much, and with that, I would like to introduce the first speaker, our next speaker, and that is Perry Zalewski from OSIsoft, and he's going to tell you about some things about data.